because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Coors Field, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas! Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR, the Doc Meadow! Batting second, the DH, number 19, Dan Oberst! Batting third, at first base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson! In the cleanup spot, playing right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis! At shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox! The extra hitter, number 7, Ty Two-Fly Jackson! In left field, number 15, we call him Robert Anthony Cruz! The catcher, number 3, Eric Jones! Over at the hot corner, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley! And the second baseman, number 8, he is our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen! On the mound for your Savannah Bananas today, number 12, Cowboy Kyle Louise! Your Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton!
We've gotten the lineups. We're about to get our national anthem. And just around the corner, it will be first pitch of Game 81 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour.
Savannah Madison.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, stay does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Savannah Madison!
You are watching Game 81 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. Savannah Bananas versus Firefighters, round 2 from Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. Over 50,000 fans on hand to see if the Nanners can extend the Banana Ball record winning streak to 15 games, or if the Firefighters can finally find that elusive first win against the Nanners here in 2025. Let's take a look at the Nanners' defensive alignment. Starting in the outfield, left to right, Robert Anthony Cruz to DR Meadows and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, third to first, it is Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Kyle Jackson. Behind the dish, it's Eric Jones Jr.
Last night was a pretty good night defensively for the Nanners. They had a trick play from every position on the diamond except catcher. We'll see if Eric Jones Jr. can get one behind the dish as we sit 15 total trick plays away from breaking the tour record of 1,358 set a season ago.
Firefighters starting lineup last night produced 15 runs. It was not enough to secure the victory, but I'm sure a similar offensive output here this afternoon should get a W. Here is how they line it up. At the top, Liam Spence, then Dalton Cornett and Logan Lacey, Dakota McFadden cleaning it up. In the middle, it's Stephen Cullen, Ron Franklin Jr., and Joe Lytle. The bottom three are Mason Maxwell, Caden Green, and South Tremble.
Yeah, it was a breakout game that the Firefighters offense really needed. They wound up with 15 runs on 15 hits, and 9 of those knocks went for extra bases, including home runs from the leadoff men Spence and Stephen Cullen, the first baseman.
The man they are facing is the 8-year Banana, the pride of Richmond Hill, Georgia. Guy who's been around here as long as anybody. Cowboy Kyle Lewix, who has made a home for himself as the number 2 starter on the Nanners squad.
Yeah, Lewix making start number 6 this year, has a 3-1 record on the World Tour, and has struck out almost 18% of the total batters he's faced this year, which is actually the 3rd best mark on the Savannah Bananas, and what they might really need in today's ball game, considering how hitter-friendly Coors Field was a night ago. And the Firefighters wound up with just a .209 batting average so far against Kyle this year.
It's a high 80s, low 90 fastball. The slider is his best pitch. He will work in a changeup and cutter from time to time to keep the opponents honest. And Lewix just keeps on getting better with age. Let's get it on down to Jesse Cole. It's about time to start the clock here ahead of game 81.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, we need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
The largest crowd in a baseball stadium in Banana Ball history gets an opportunity to get it out. One pitch in, Liam Spence will survive his first foul ball into the seats with over 50,000 fans occupying them. Spence started last night's brawl with a solo home run, the first long ball of his Banana Ball career. It was an excellent night. He's up to 324 with the batting average, reaching base at a 385 clip. Former Tennessee Volunteer and Cubs minor leaguer rounding into form here in his first campaign. And he's gonna be robbed of extra bases. Danny Hosley, full extension dive, the scoop by Kyle Jackson. Highway robbery at that to kick off today's ball game.
Killer play from Danny Do-It-All to start the ball game for the Savannah Bananas. Has certainly taken a back seat to Kyle Jackson at the hot corner this season, but the Nanners still know he is a premium glove at a big position, and it is KJ with an incredible stretch at first base as well to preserve the out as Jackson is able to recover, trying between the legs and having difficulty, then flips behind his back to collect the first trick play of the ball game for the Bananas.
Trick play number 65 in Kyle Jackson's first full season as a Banana Ball professional. Debuted on the Visitors last summer, spent the last couple months with the Nanners. And he's right up there with Andy Cosgrove, the 2 top dogs in the Rookie of the Year race here in 2025. 2 balls and no strikes on Logan Lacey, who is a finalist for the Rookie of the Year award a year ago. Liner right to Cox. He snags it before it gets any dirt. And it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Cowboy Kyle and company.
1 minute and 49 seconds for Cowboy Kyle. The fastest inning we've seen so far in Coors Field this weekend. As you get one more look at Cox snaring the liner.
Couple barrels from the Firefighters, nothing to show for it. everything stays in the infield. And let's get a look at the Firefighters defense that needs to help Bradford Webb put up a 0 to keep the Nanners off the board in the all-important points department. Left to right in their outfield, it is Trimble, Franklin Jr., and Maxwell. Third to first in the infield, Lacey, Green, Spence, and Cullen, with Cornett handling the catching.
Well, I don't think a lot of people would have put good betting odds on Stephen Cullen to be leading the Firefighters in trick plays 21 games in.
That's right.
But he has been a revelation over at the first base spot. Had another trick play last night, and I'm sure he'll try and team up for another double trick play at some point in today's contest.
Well, as impressive as the 15 runs scored by the Firefighters were last night, the Nanners offense produced 16, amounting to 5 points in their 5-3 win. Same 3 guys to start it off. DR, then Dano, and KJ. Super Reese cleaning it up, then Coxey, Ty, and Rack, then EJ, Hosley, and Olsen to round it out.
Well, what you don't want to forget about is that the bottom of the order was a big producer as well. Jackson Olsen wound up with 2 walk-offs last night. Also 2 ball 4 sprints for the Savannah Bananas with 4 runs batted in.
Tall task. This really impressive Nanners offense for Bradford Webb, who was up to it last weekend in Camden Yards in Baltimore. Shut down the Nanners across 3 innings of work.
Only gave up 3 hits, a sprint, collected 2 strikeouts, and actually earned 2 points. Unfortunately, the bullpen not able to hold that lead the rest of the way for Bradford Webb. But he was averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 8 seconds a weekend ago. And throws the first pitch over the heart of the plate. Meadows puts it in play, and almost a double trick play, but Stephen Cullen, again the Firefighters' leader in trick plays, cannot handle it at first base.
Well, the key to Cullen leading this Firefighters squad, he's now 20 for 23 on his trick play tries. He has really upped his success rate here in his second campaign in Banana Land. A rare miss there. And an opportunity for the Nanners. Dan Oberst was 4 for 5 with his 9th home run last night. It was 3 singles and then the bomb. This is going to be a slow tapper to third. Lacey going the short way. He's going to be able to grab the fielder's choice as Liam Spence lost the ball on the exchange. Big first out for Webb.
And it's early in this ball game. You can only lose 1 point at minimum if you're the Firefighters. That's why you saw Lacey get a little aggressive. Go ahead and force the throw over to second base to try and get that lead out, despite great speed from DR Meadows. Pays off for the Firefighters, and now Bradford jumps ahead of Kyle Jackson.
KJ 2 for 2 last night. Batting average up to 369 to lead the Nanners. Only Jake Skoll has a higher average in the sport. And the on-base percentage, thanks to the 2 hits and a ball 4 sprint, up to .497. That's the best in Banana Ball. It only takes 3 pitches for Bradford Webb to send KJ back to the dugout here. And we get another look. Kyle Jackson trying to check his swing. Clearly went around. Good call by Travis Olsen, the third base umpire, as Reese Alexiadis fouls back a firm fastball. Super Reese in the thick of it as well last night. His team leading 12th home run, sent it to dead center for the Rocky Mountain landscape into the pine trees.
And what's even more impressive is talking with Alexiadis after the game. He was saying that thought he had a lot of 3-run homers come this season.
He's right.
5 of his 12 home runs have been 3-run shots. 25 of his 41 runs batted in have come off of home runs. As this pitch is very erratic out of the hand of Bradford Webb. Alexiadis ducks out of the way, but Dan Oberst advances to second base.
I think Super Reese would be Earl Weaver's favorite player in Banana Ball. That's the guy who loved a 3-run homer. Alexiadis trying to make it a baker's dozen on the tour. Comes up empty. Payoff into the stands. Chance for the fans in the second deck. They don't catch it. We'll get another 3-2.
Again, this is the big test right now for Bradford Webb. We've mentioned control has been an issue for him out of the jump. and you see it bite him and the Firefighters as Alexiadis earns the sprint, and for a second straight night, the Nanners claim a point in inning number 1.
That is a shame for the Firefighters. An unearned run against Bradford Webb. Oberst only aboard because of the trick play missed that got DR on. And Alexiadis up to 20 walk-offs on the year. Our banana ball basics this afternoon. We're talking about rule number 4, no bunting. If a hitter bunts, they are ejected from the game. And it's topical because last weekend we almost saw the 4th ejection in banana ball history for a bunt. In fact, Isaac Parra was ejected. For a moment, Vincent Chapman, his initial read was that that was a bunt. The key, though, is Parra did not move his hands up the bat. You can see that is a typical soft slap, as they call it in the softball world. And Parra has been getting a lot of attention and praise from professional and tremendous softball players out there in the universe. Umpires gathered and decided, no, that was not a bunt. They made the right call.
So as it stands, we have only now seen 3 bunt attempts in banana ball's history. One happened in the very first game. It came from Bill Leroy, who was actually asked to show this as an example to the crowd, was thrown out of the game, was actually able to re-enter because they asked him to do it. But Landry Mead, Cooper Edwards, both tried to bunt, unaware of that rule of banana ball, and both got tossed from the ball game. That came in the pros versus CPL game, and then in the game against the Florence Yalls.
I've got to amend that statement. Landry Mead forgot. He had a brain fart. He's the only person who ever tried to bunt. We'll continue that discussion after our Firefighter of the game.
Escorting him to the plate is Rick Wagner. Rick served with the Denver Fire Department for 21 years. And as of the end of July, he is now retired. So fans, let's hear it for our Firefighter of the night, Rick Wagner!
Well, another huge shout out to Rick Wagner. Congratulations on the retirement. And what a special way to get to honor a legend in the community here in Denver. It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 for the Firefighters. Nanners up 1-0. McFadden, Cullen, and Franklin. And D-Mac finding himself a barrel. It's going to get past Alexiadis to the wall. D-Mac rumbling into second. And he's going to have his 6th 2-bagger of the tour. Ties Logan Lacey for the team lead.
Well, now 4 of McFadden's 7 hits against the Bananas this year have been 2-baggers. And that's a long time coming for D-Mac. Had really quality contact last night, but did not come away with a knock. So McFadden able to get into scoring position, and now Stephen Coleman giving the fans an opportunity to make a play, and they come up empty.
Cullen launched his first home run of the tour last night. It was a no-doubter to the seats and left. Second long ball of his banana ball career. He's been on a tear across the last month of action. It's a guy, when he gets hot, he's as deadly as anybody up there. I put him right up in the Noah Fisher category. When these guys are scorching, you just don't want to face them. And Kyle Lewis would love to have some help from the fans. It won't happen on that one. That was a moonshot into the stands. Just cleaning up our discussion on the bunts. The last guy ejected, Cooper Edwards, May 15th, 2023 for the Florence Yalls. He knew exactly what he was doing. As Cullen goes down swinging. I just can't let the record state. I mean, that guy came up there dying to be ejected. Was thrilled to get the heave-ho from Vincent Chapman. Pretty funny.
I guess. Handcuffed the Yalls a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Well, he was the owner's son, so he kind of got to let him do it. Can't forget that point.
That's my boy.
We've got a lot of, we've got a handful of guys I'll amend that to. Here's Noah Bridges, actually. Unfortunately, we just got news that he's gone from the designated runner spot, which means the Firefighters no longer have that position, in for Ron Franklin Jr. due to an injury. So that is something you hate to hear. We know Ron is okay, and he's hurt and not injured. as the folks in the PNT world like to say.
Yeah, if anything, you hope it's possibly just a slight case of altitude sickness more than anything else, and nothing more major.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any kind of news on what the injury is yet. But Ron's on a tear. He was the Banana Ball Player of the Week last weekend. And Noah's going to take the ball for a sprint. Peter just misses the outside corner. He's testing the Nanner sprint defense. Out at second, and he's out before the run crosses home plate. Isaac Parra was the pinch runner. Oh, I'm sorry, that's out number 2. What's wrong with Peter? Look at Isaac Parra, he gets to jump rope. Well, he's trying to at least. That's some snazzy moves right there.
He's on all fours! You think Keith can do that?
No doubt. But he could do it one-legged. Isaac Parra showing off the athleticism. Impeccable sprint defense. Noah Bridges just about as fast as they come in Banana Land. He disagreed with the call by Jake Moore, the second base umpire. Vico is lost in nostalgia land, thinking about Joe Lytle's Florence Yalls playing against the Nanners back in 2023. Got crossed up. So a run-in, nice response from the Firefighters. Parra pitch running for McFadden. DMAC re-enters as the DH. That means Isaac is going to be burned for the ball game, since he is not the Firefighters' designated runner. And Joe Lytle can't connect on a nasty slider there from Lewis. Deuce is wild here in the top of the second. Count runs full. Three hits last night for Lytle. Heck of a job spoiling what looked like a 3-2 changeup there from Lewis. Wonder how the bat smelled after that one. Slow tapper foul. Another good fight there by Joe Lytle.
Yeah, Lytle all of a sudden beginning to swing a hot stick. We know he's always gotten very good down the stretch for whatever Banana Ball team he's been playing for. Now has 3 hits in back-to-back series as Kyle Jackson tries to grab this one behind his back. And it will wind up a trick play miss that puts Joe Lytle all the way on second base. Yeah, Jackson Olsen was trying to back it up. He nearly collided with first base umpire Chad Little. Lytle was sprinting out of the box. Of course, it will be a trick play missed for KJ. His 13th of the tour out of 78 attempts. And now Lewis trying to pick up his defense. Mason Maxwell, the right fielder. Just like Lytle, who stands on second base. One of the guys who combined for that Banana Ball record 6 triples last night. Ugly swing on the slider. And a nice job by EJ to keep Lytle put at second base. Swing and a miss. The slider disgusting at altitude for Cowboy Kyle. Picks up a couple Ks. But the leadoff double by DMAC and the RBI sprint from Noah Bridges pushes in the first run of the ball game for the Firefighters. Let's get it down to SB.
Vico, I believe you mean get it up to me. Yeah, if you thought I was high earlier with Dakota, I've never been higher up than this in my entire life. That's right. We are standing at the mile-high mark here at Coors Field. You can see our purple seats here. Our friends here are sitting in them. They love it. They actually were just telling me they weren't 100% sure that this is where they were until they got here. But how do we feel about the experience in the purple seats, the mile-high mark so far?
So far, we're loving it. They're great seats.
Great seats, because there's no bad seats in Banana Land. Although our friend Jackson back here, who's just a little bit above that mile-high mark. Jackson, you were saying there was a downside to being all the way up here. What was that?
That I wouldn't catch a ball.
He's upset. He doesn't think he's going to catch a foul ball. Well, he doesn't know how hard our players can hit those foul balls. I think there's a really good opportunity to get a ball up here, guys. And listen, I'm going to tell you guys this. I know I seemed out of breath down there. I think I'm immune to altitude. I'm just going to say it. It hasn't bothered me. How you guys feeling? Are you feeling the altitude up here, Jackson?
Yeah.
You're feeling it? How's it affecting you the most?
I do not know.
Yeah, it's the mental stuff. It doesn't come as quick up there. Guys, let's get it back down to the field. I'm going to find my way down, too. I've been too high for too long.
Good luck with that, Sam. Thank you so much for the hard-hitting report from the upper deck. He is right. He is a full level above us. As Ryan Cox lifts this one to the left side. Logan Lacey tries the back handspring catch, clangs off the mitt. That's a second straight inning that starts with a trick play missed for the Nanners offensively.
And it's come from both corner infield possessions. Lacey looked like he lined himself up just a hair in front of that banana ball. That one trickled to the ground, and now Malachi Mitchell has come in as the designated runner for Ryan Cox.
Ty Jackson, a skyscraping foul ball. Does not get caught. So the Nanners designated runner used for the first time today. Means he cannot be used again until the Bananas get to the top of the lineup for a second time. 2-1 count on Ty Two Fly here in his first full World Tour. But his fourth year in Banana Land, another visitor. Turned Nanner across the end of last season. Shanks this one to second. It's going to be a glove flip. Spence to Green for one. Jackson's got great speed and beats the rep. Would not matter if Cullen scooped it cleanly or not.
And that was an absolutely incredible feed from Liam Spence with the glove to Caden Green. You get a look at why he was named a 2021 SEC All-Defensive Team shortstop. Incredible play to grab the Firefighters an out.
The question for the folks here in the YouTube world is it's a ball and no strikes on Robert Anthony Cruz. Trick play or no trick play? It was no look. It wasn't really behind the bat.
I don't think so.
Didn't feel like a trick play live, and then I saw the replay, so tricky. The intricacies of the sport, moonshot. Robert Anthony Cruz testing the bounds of Coors Field and falling up a few feet short. That is a second straight ball game here in Denver. That rack has shown off warning track power to center field where it's 4:15 to the wall. Heads up play by Ty Jackson to tag up to second. He's the inning tying run. And Eric Jones Jr., a dangerous man, working in the 8-hole. Ahead of ball and no strikes. Battle between former minor leaguers. With the second inning on the line, Nanners up a point, but down a run here in our second frame. Firefighters trying to find the equalizer. EJ 0 for 2 last night, plunked twice, so did reach 2 out of his 4 trips to home plate. What a play there by Cornett. It was a wild delivery from Webb. Bolton keeps Ty on second. And swinging away 3-1. DC3 throwing away the mask and putting a bow on the second. Firefighters knock this game up at 1 point each. Excellent response as they try to break the Nanners' Banana Ball record 14-game winning streak. And Split doing all he could to distract the Banana Ball veteran. But Cornett's been here for 4 years now. Not to be tricked. Let's get it down to Maceo Harrison and the fellas. We'll dance us to the third. Heck of a job by Maceo, Niz, Flash, and Philly. And we kick off the third with our Dunkin' Donut batter of the ballgame, Caden Green. A former collegiate nanner in the summer of 2022 is on the opposite side of the donut chance for the first half of that championship summer. And now he is the man. And if he goes down on strikes, full capacity crowd gets sweet treats. Tough guy to K. And a great history against Kyle Lewigs. First time Caden ever played in Banana Land. Kyle was the starter in the 2022 Pros vs. College Kids. Reese Alexiadis, tip drill into the basket catch, points up to the sky. I believe that is the Soj King celebration from One Piece.
Well, what I do know is the hat is brand new for Reese Alexiadis. Had it with him traveling to get out here to Denver and was very excited to incorporate it into some banana ball action this weekend.
Ball and a strike on South Trimble. Getting a start in left field. And breaking his bat, Jackson Olsen. Flip it between the legs. KJ lost the ball, trying to go behind the back on the reception. That'll be second trick play missed of the afternoon for Kyle Jackson.
Yeah, you're seeing an overly aggressive approach right now from Kyle Jackson. Already 2 missed trick plays. Now the Firefighters have something in store for us.
Sounds like some Chumbawamba. That's how they call the band down under. Some other folks would say it's Chumbawamba. How do you like to pronounce it, John?
I've always just been a Chumbawamba guy myself. I'm old-fashioned. I like coffee with cold milk and stuff. You know, love good latte.
You know I do. Is that old-fashioned?
Maybe. And with all these milk options.
Okay, you're taking a shot.
Almond, soy.
Yeah, you're taking a shot at the oat milk community.
Yep, oats, thank you.
Slider just misses the outside corner. 2-0 count on the kid out of Geelong, Australia. Ticketed a ball for the left field line. Robbed of extra bases. Full extension diving play by Danny Hosley. Spence coming off back-to-back tremendous games as he has solidified himself as the go-to leadoff man for this Firefighters team.
He's second on the team in OBP. It's a good reason to keep adding him at the top spot. Had his first 3-hit game in his banana ball career a weekend ago. He's continued to hit pretty well here in Coors Field as the count is now run full.
Trimble can fly. I would wager he takes off. He does. Swing and a miss! And EJ lost the banana ball on the exchange. So Trimble is team leading 7 swiped back. He's only been caught twice. In the scoring position on Kyle's 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
Yep, gassed up Liam Spence. Kyle told me he's felt like he's been throwing harder than ever before, and that's pretty good velocity. Usually what helps you have a lot of success here in Coors Field when all your pitch movements are reduced by 25% in this ballpark.
Peter just misses down and away. Another 2-0 count. Burnett rolled over to first his first time, and Luke goes back to the well, this time gets the call. Trimble dancing off second. DC3 doesn't bite. And now Luke's one bad one away from gifting the Firefighters another run. Cornett, another bouncer to the right side. KJ grabs his second trick play of the ball game. He's gotten them both against DC3. And Luix bends but does not break, picking up his first baseman. The only base runner of that inning reached on the trick play missed.
And it's a big play by Kyle Jackson, making up for the trick play missed earlier in the inning. 10 to 3 minute and 52 second for Cowboy Kyle as we go down to our Bananas Foster family of the game.
In foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill Coors Field 8 times with the amount of kiddos currently experiencing foster care. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we are celebrating the Bumgarner family. BJ and Sol became licensed foster parents 21 years ago. They welcome children of all ages into their home and have had newborns up to 18-year-olds. In total, this family has welcomed over 100 children and teens into their home and have adopted 8 into their family. Fans, please help us welcome to the field this amazing family so that we can celebrate them for all that they do right here in Colorado.
Let's hear it one more time for our Bananas Foster family of the game.
Always a beautiful moment, getting to shout out the superheroes in the foster care community. And a guy who was a big part of Bananas Foster back in 2023 here in his third world tour. Brett Helton from Baton Rouge to Denver. Thanks so much for joining us, man.
Oh yeah, I can't miss this. Back in the hometown, there's no way. Got to pitch last night. We did awesome. That was fun. Hit that early flight this morning. Now I get to cheer these guys on.
3 shutout innings yesterday. You left with a lead. Unfortunately, for the Party Animal Kingdom, Tailgaters end up sweeping the series in Baton Rouge, but a heck of a couple games you guys had.
It was cool. Our tour is so much fun. The way we start the game, the way we finish the game, everything about it has been fantastic. So good on the Tailgaters for winning, but you know what? We went down there, we put on a good show, we showed them how to party.
And you've got more headline games than last season to date this year. What has been your favorite aspect of having these headline games?
Just to know that we're bringing our particular show to a whole new set. Everywhere we're going is brand new. So places the Bananas have never been, so we can go in there and be like, hey, this is how we do Banana Ball, and bring our own fans and be like, hey, guess what? If the Bananas ain't coming to you, we're going to come to you and we're going to party.
Now, I teased it when we came up to the booth. You raised over $20,000 for Bananas Foster back in 2023, cutting that beautiful long hair of yours. Are you growing it out for any kind of fundraisers for Bananas Foster in the
check
future?
it out. It's almost back.
Good.
It was almost 2 years ago now, so I'm getting pretty close. So as soon as I get that right number, we're in. Raising more money, let's go.
I love it. Well, Brett, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to hang out in the booth for at least an inning with you here as Christian Dearman has taken over on the bump. We got a tie game. Bottom 2 in the order, Hosley and Olsen, then Meadows at the top, due to swing it against Mr. Electric. And of course, I mean, possibly burying the lead here, you're the pride of Colorado Springs. This is the second ever Banana Ball game in your home state. The first one, obviously, was last night. How cool is it to see over 50,000 fans gathered here for the sport you love so much?
This is so cool. Growing up and going to games here, having that type of treatment, knowing how much everybody here, especially people that grew up here, love the Rockies. Showing up to this stadium covered in yellow is so awesome. Yeah. And I've been picking out the Party Animal fans because there's a ton of jerseys here that are black and pink, and I'm trying to find all of them.
Looked like a kid might have snagged that last one. This is clear as day.
Come on!
Danny Hosley bows out to the fans.
Check out this replay. He stuck it right up there. Didn't even need any help. Bang! Look at that form. Brought the glove and everything.
That is foul out number 89 this season.
89? That's astounding.
Logan Lacey, 360, seed across the diamond.
Nice and clean play there. That's just a good little twirly bird. Just so you know, fans, bring your gloves because you can be just like him. One more replay on this spin doodaddle. Perfect strike right in the middle of the chest. That's as good as it gets. We've had some really good plays. First play of the game, Danny Hosley, Nolan Arenado style, down the line.
Big league play.
Wow, that was good. That's the best way to get people on the banana ball train is skill-wise, is to do plays like that where people are like, holy cow, I only see that when the Rockies do it.
Could not agree more. Slow tapper,
something in the hole. Get rid of it quick. Ooh, really good play.
DR is just too fast.
Too speedy. The center fielder for the Bananas is a little too quick for that one. But nice little play. Give him the opportunity to do a little razzle-dazzle. Dan last night was so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, he stepped up his first at bat, had some quality swings. But I mean, now, oh no, he got suckered into an early one. Let's see for a trick play. Come on, do something crazy. Just the easy catch. Right there.
Well, that'll do the job. We're about to have a brand new promo. We got to get it down to Jesse Cole. We'll have more with Brett Helton in the booth after this.
This ballpark open. A beer was created, Blue Moon, at the Sandlot Brewery right here 30 years ago. So we thought we would do our own Blue Moon promotion. On each dugout, we've got Dana here. And Professor, who do you got over there?
I've got Michael over here on top of the third base dugout, and throwing up in the stands is going to be Marshall Schill with the Firefighters.
And I have Noah Niznik with the Bananas, and here's how it's going to work. They are holding blue water balloons, and we're going to have both contestants moon the crowd, not fully, just their pants, and the amount of water balloons that hit their backside will be the winner. Yep, we'll see how this goes. Gentlemen, time to moon the crowd. Dana, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Come on, Noah. We got to get that. Try to hit it. Look, turn around. Look, here we go. There we go. We got one here.
Oh, we're mooning over here.
Nope. Get that backside thing. Oh!
Look at that shot on the video board. Oh my God.
Oh. This is the weirdest blue moon I've ever seen. We got 10 seconds left. Oh. 5, 4, one more. All right, how many do you have, Matt? Professor, how many?
Well, Jesse, we have 6 over here.
Okay, we have 1, but it comes down to the final throw. A full orange. You gotta finish a blue moon with an orange, so whoever gets the orange.
You gotta have an orange,
Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Oh! All right, the winner is the third base side. Back to back. Stick to the regular blue moon, please.
Gosh, we should have had Brett Helton as one of those contestants. We welcome in
number 11,
Correll Prime on the mic, and we have a surprise for you, Prime Time, when it comes to a friend we've got in the booth.
I know that ain't who I think it is up there.
You know it is, baby. What's up, CP?
Yeah, what up, baby? What it do? This man home.
Oh, yeah, this is good. And you and me have gotten to run around Denver a little bit, but now you get to play
Please
here,
catch it.
which is awesome.
Oh, my Lord, what a catch, bro.
How about that?
I'll take all the help I can get. This air is thin for sure.
That's a quick one for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna mince my words properly out here.
I bet you didn't expect 10 years ago the first time you were going to be on this field was when you were pitching.
Playing banana ball, right? Talking to you on the mic. That's hilarious. Shout out to Yvonne. Oh, we got a 2-2. We got to remember some stuff.
See what you got.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Munching.
All right, Prime.
Oh, this is hype.
Yeah.
Three guys on the right side of the infield. Prime gets himself a strike.
I'm talking in it.
In it. I'm so glad he didn't swing.
No, Vincent called it a ball.
Good.
Just wishful thinking.
Yeah, when you got the whole defense right next to you, you're kind of glad that he didn't swing at that first one.
We got to dance. We mic'd up in Denver. I got my work cut out for me this time. Oh, good. Get a little break. Here we go. Appreciate it. Hey, those are close, bro.
Those moves. Yeah, those are nice.
Vince was showing love.
You were all over it.
They're balls, but come on.
Just one.
Look at him.
Little
He's
jet.
talking to me. Brett, how you feeling out there, man?
I feel good. The altitude sickness hasn't hit me yet.
All right. It's a little humid today. I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah, the boys were saying you got to know that slider because it's not going to bite as hard.
No doubt. And they're free swinging up here, boy. I came up, I looked at the flag and I said, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to get some up in the air. Down is beautiful here.
Absolutely. Last night was a doozy. I was like, man, I came out here, there was no water on the infield. I said, oh, we're trying to break another record. I'm about to play skee ball.
They're coming in. They got a whole game.
Yeah, they do.
Their boy to the plate.
Come on,
this looks good.
Oh, boy. Come on, double play ball for the kids.
That is aesthetic right
It's
there.
an all-time jam, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, baby!
Wow. The
See you later,
Firefighters,
tambourine.
they feeling dangerous. We're having some cool walk-up baby. I got a feeling Javon's going to try to steal just because.
Oh, we got Javon Ray on
Yeah,
first.
I got to tell him, he's not going to get a collab if you steal, bro. You're not getting a, I'm just saying. Stay there, baby. Stay there.
Show love and get love.
Oh.
So Noah Bridges was supposed to be the designated runner. Then Ron Franklin got hurt. Javon Ray inserted
hurt, really?
Yeah, I have not gotten any news on what the injury is.
There you go. Back him up. It's your plate right now.
Lock in here.
A little something, something.
There we go. Catch it. Oh, I hate Denver.
Javon getting the windmill.
Oh, wow.
And the Firefighters pitcher showing off the wheels. Scoring from first.
Don't say that yet. If you get a cookie that you hit off the scoreboard, you might like it a little bit better again.
Golly. Sorry, I'm not hitting it yet. That's all I think you do, but out.
Hey, didn't we see the Firefighters do this last night?
Ooh, yeah, they're dancing.
Ron
ain't that hurt. Yeah, they're dancing.
This is from Rush Talk. Sorority
Talk.
Yeah.
That was real clean.
All right, that was just very unfortunate.
Nice little piece of hit and snuck it through the infield.
Yeah, see if we can get a sinker to sink here.
Tough to do in Denver.
Absolutely. Maybe I should change my grip or something. Down.
Yeah. Lick your fingers, get a little extra stick.
There we go. Do it. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Got back on there.
Oh, no, no.
Got back on there.
Are they going to challenge? 6, 7. Let's check out this replay. Let's see. Good. The fans got your back. I think he probably got his toe in there. I think he did. Let's check it out. Can we get a nice little slow motion angle?
Welcome to it, Mr. Help.
Give us something good.
We need clear evidence to overturn the call on the field. Let's see if we've got it.
Tricky over there. Come on, baby. Get on that back.
Behind the back.
1-2, kid. Yeah, he out. Come on.
Wow.
That angle's got him out, I think.
I think so,
He's
too.
got another one. Bingo, baby.
Out of there. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
I think he looks out.
He's out. Attaboy.
I personally, I mean, obviously, we've got voices in our ears here who would really like it to be the case. I do think it's enough. Here we go. Cleat on the base.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it is bang bang.
Miko, don't you do that.
Brett, you're a member of this broadcast crew. Your honest opinion.
I really think.
See
I
that?
think you got it. I think you got
On
it.
that slow-mo, it looks out to me.
I think so too. Call is overturned.
There's another good one.
How about?
Wonderful job by the control room. I mean, that was fantastic.
Yeah, all those angles really helped.
After further review, the ruling on the field. Overturned. The runner is out.
And the fans go crazy.
Great job, fan challenge.
All right, here we go. Back to pitching.
We can tell they're Bananas fans.
Ooh, that was something.
That's about as tough as they get, too. Gosh, that was tight.
Yep.
Joe Lytle reached on a trick play, missed his first time.
Just a little piece of advice, CP. He swung at 3 balls out of the zone last at bat.
He's been feeling good. He got 3 hits last night.
He's seen it pretty well. But he's liable to chase. Good pitch.
Do something cool. I don't care. Fire him up out here. Oh, come on.
Oh, that was cool.
Come on, man. Bye. I love you guys.
See, Brian, that was cool.
Legendary stuff. We got Helton and Prime on the mic together, best friends in Banana Land. And we'll get it down to Jesse Colt for a little Hey Baby.
All 50,000 amazing fans right now on your feet. Because we're going to get going with the biggest Hey Baby right here at Coors Field. So let's get our hands up in the air. Hands up all the way. Here we go, Shark. Clap those hands. Now let's wave those arms. Keep it going, get those hands up. Now keep it clapping as we shuffle. One more time. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are amazing.
Tie game, but the Firefighters have a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the big bugaboo for this squad has been holding these leads, a tour low 52.9% success rate when they have a lead.
Yeah, you see it's well below the tour average, 65.2%. And 5 different Firefighters pitchers this season have a success rate below 50%. And one of those 5 guys is now on the mound for the Firefighters, hoping to have his numbers rise up. It's the lefty Neil Lang pitching for the 10th time this season. Last time he was on the mound in Baltimore, it was another situation where he had the lead in the inning, was unable to have it hold up for the Firefighters Saturday night.
3, 4, and 5 in the order. We've still got Brett Helton in the booth with us here. Oh, I gotta unmute his mic though, that'd be helpful.
And as players, we know how important it is, those meat of the game. Like your starter's gonna go out there and do good, but the game is decided 6, 7, 8, every single game. So knowing that their relievers are going to come in and try and hold on lead is like, that's all that matters. Because your closer to finish it off is great.
No doubt. How about Liam Spence pulling off the Paul O'Neill? That was a clean kick over to Cullen.
I wonder if his toe hurts.
Oh, Reese Alexiadis. The boys are in love with his Frankie Super celebration.
That might go silly online.
Yeah, the One Piece community is behind him.
They love him.
Across the last few weeks, he's gone from 50,000 followers on Instagram to over 75,000. He's going viral every other day.
He's been dominating, which is perfect. It gives him something so cool to rip on the field for at-bats, all that. Come on now.
And completely unique to the sport, too.
Yeah, he found a little honey hole. It's perfect. That's kind of what we dream of.
Yeah.
It's like the only guy to do it, and you're like, wow, that's actually really sick. And he hit a homer.
Yeah, it also helps that he's one of the best players on the tour right now.
Is it fair? No. Not quite the chance for a fan to catch that, but that's hindered that one.
Guy notched his third 4 RBI game this season last night.
He sends this
Good
one.
piece of hitting. Is it over his head? What do we got? Oh,
on the
good little
run.
jump. That was good outfield ability. Oh, no, they sent it right back to him. They gave him his own silly. Uh-oh.
The Frankie Super Wars have begun.
Let's see how the fans like this if they go after Bridges for taunting their anime guy. Oh, he sent it.
It's
No,
pretty
he went the
funny.
wrong way.
It's
They're going to
pretty
roast him
funny.
for it.
And there you see him overcorrect.
He switched.
Oh, that is Banana Ball Field from Noah Bridges. Here in his third World Tour, Dalton Malden here in World Tour number 4, ahead 2-0.
Off to a good start to this inning for the lefty. Dalton Malden's trying to say something else about it. Good take, a little high. Malden wants to swing. I wouldn't be surprised if he swings here just to make sure he gets another pitch. There we go. There we go, baby. He wants some. Now 3-1. Don't put in his honey hole here. Uh-oh! Get another chance. Is it out of here?
It's the fans.
He's got no chance. You won't do it.
Oh my God.
You got some pan hands in row 2 right there. But that's all right. Now he's getting his money's worth. If he gets 1 AB today, he's got 6 pitches. He gave himself the opportunity to do something cool. Got to come at him with 3-2. Good swing. Take a knock. Gotta love that little piece of hitting. Didn't want to take a walk. Battled 2 strikes. Got that little knock. Good for him.
That's back-to-back.
And same thing with the pitcher-wise. He threw some quality ones. He got the 3-2. You got to go at him. Walks is all that matters here. Don't be walking nobody. He wasn't scared of him. Flash is in at first base. Let's see if he wants to run.
Swept the bag last night.
Good. We'll see if his levers work the same with less oxygen. Maybe he can tear through this thin air and run faster. No!
Oh my gosh!
Got him! Oh, he was leaning, trying to steal. Check this. As soon as he picked that leg up, he gave a little jab towards second. He caught him sleeping.
That's a guy.
Picked off right there.
7 years of professional baseball experience, Big Cat, Neil Lang.
That'll help.
With the inning-winning pickoff to get Flash off the bases. And the Firefighters up 2-1 after 4, and we unfortunately have to say goodbye to Brett Helton. You've got tons of people here. You've got to hang out with all the folks down there. You are an absolute legend. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad to be here.
Brett, thanks
I'm
for
gonna go
coming
find
all the way out, man.
Of course.
And enjoy some time at Happy Tap, too.
Can't miss this. Hometown, everything. I'm going to go find all the Party Animal jerseys and try and meet as many as I can.
You're the man. Have a blast.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate you, Brett Helton. Hey, 2 years ago, yesterday was the anniversary of Bill Leroy, one of the greatest entrances to home plate in our young sports history. Trenton, New Jersey, tie game. And how about this? After the signature walk-up with the show tunes, bottom of the 9th, it's going to be ball game. Ryan Cox coming around to score from first in an epic battle between the Nanners and the Trenton Thunder.
Pretty exhilarating game, and that walk-up really stands out. It was one of the first super elaborate walk-ups that had ever been introduced to Banana Ball. Bill Leroy doing A Friend Like Me from Aladdin. And now you get a look at the Savannah Bananas lifetime against challenger opponents, a 15-4 record. And these challengers were comprised of tons of different opponents, folks from the American Association, the Atlantic League, even the Florence Y'alls who were in the Frontier League, and of course our friends the Aussie Drop Bears, who the Bananas played 2 straight years in 23 and 24.
Yeah, and on that fateful night, August 9th, 2023, I was about to debut my white Bananas polo for the first time ever. We had subs for lunch. Seed from a tomato fell on it and ruined the shirt. I tried to tie it to go it, couldn't save it. KJ between the legs, bounce pass to Prime, and 1 pitch into the 5th. Mason Maxwell bouncing into the trick play by KJ.
2 tricks in 1 play there for Kyle Jackson. Things have been kind of up and down for him at first base, but that is a really impressive play from the Nanners rookie, really racking them up so far in today's contest.
It's bottom 3 in the order here for the Firefighters. They've got their first lead in points of the weekend here in Denver. They were down 4-0 last night, cut it to a 4-3, lost 5-3. Up a point with 5 innings to play. And Vincent Chapman, a quick pause in the action to shake his rump to the delight of the full capacity crowd.
You know, I had your memory mistaken, by the way. I could have sworn it was the meatball sub that did you in, but no, it was just a little tomato.
1 measly seed from the tomato, and I did have a meatball sub.
I remember.
At lunch as well. I had 3 sandwiches.
This is a good meatball sub.
It was a great meatball sub. I had a chicken parm sub at lunch too. Never forget. It was just like a turkey club, I think, that did me in. I got that Tide to go from Ty Barrett and just made it way worse. Turned like a tiny little speck of dark red into like fuchsia, just a giant. Looked like a meatball.
Who could have foreseen that coming?
I didn't. I mean, it was an all or nothing move. I had to try something. Full count on Zachary Bridges. Pinch hitting here for Caden Green in the 9-hole. High fly to right. Alexiades. Tornado catch with the hat bouncing around behind him. And it's another one-piece celebration. This time the Nico Robin Fleur.
7th trick play of the ball game for the Savannah Bananas, and definitely the toughest to come away with, but Alexiades has perfected that tornado catch while wearing the cape, able to keep it from interfering with the glove, and comes down with the snag. And Helton will run this one inside on South Trimble, who is plunked and hopefully is all right.
Well, Ben Dumb checking on him. Hey, how about that? It's a clean fireman's carry. Gosh, I have been very critical of the fireman's carries in the past here for the Firefighters. Little crash onto first base for South. But that was excellent form. Ben Dumb, great work. Heater fouled straight back by Liam Spence. Firefighters lineup flips on its head. And a nice take on the slider down and out. Cued ball to Prime, fielded between the legs behind the back transfer. That'll put an end to the top of the 5th inning. A hit batter, a man stranded, and Prime time inducing 3 trick plays.
Yeah, the 3 trick play inning really stands out for the Nanners as you see Prime fielding it between his legs. Added a behind the back transition, it looked like as well. And it's 2 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock for the former Rockies minor leaguer.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Ty Jackson, Robert Anthony Cruz, Eric Jones Jr. With the Nanners down a point and needing just 1 run to knock this game up in that all-important points department. Full capacity crowd, and they are about to get a mid-game concert. Let's see what happens.
Hey girl, you know what you've been missing? Me. Hey girl, whoever you been kissing, it ain't me. Come on. I got that love medicinal. I'll make you feel invincible. I'm more than recreational. I'm what you need. I'll be your smooth ride. That late night, you walk to white high. I'll be your first time. That's so right. Get you falling in love at the end of the night with that goodish, that long truth, that sugar on your lips, that favorite habit, gotta have it, you can't quit. Colorado, how we feeling, baby? Come on, baby. Yeah. I'll be the high that never lets you down. The one you crave when no one is there. I'll be your smooth ride that late night. You walk to white high. I'll be your first time. That's so right. Get you falling in love at the end of the night with that goodish, that long truth, that sugar on your lips, that favorite habit, gotta have it, you can't quit. I got your fix. I'll be there to never let you down. The one you crave when no one is around. Well, I'll pick you up, I'll never let you go. never let you go.
One more time for Chris Lee!
Well, a heck of a performance by Chris Lee. That'll get us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nolan Daniel, third man out of the pen, all ready for the Firefighters. He's got a grounder from Ty Jackson. Peanut between the legs, off the backhand, just in time to get the speedy Ty 2 fly.
It's a quick between the legs transition. You've got to practice those enough times to get that transition down to a very limited amount of time to beat guys like Ty Jackson booking it down the first base line. Works out for Caden Green, grabbing the second Firefighters trick play of the game. But Nolan Daniel has really struggled for the most part against the Bananas, and now tries to field his own position, and it will cost the Firefighters as he got late to the bag as Cullen eventually took over the play, and the wacky infield single there for Robert Anthony Cruz.
It turned out to be a perfect swinging bunt. Pretty much the same trajectory and distance as Isaac Parra's soft slap last weekend at Camden Yards. That's the go zone right there. If he can sneak it past the pitcher and in front of that second baseman, that's a hit every day of the week. And that's the banana ball gods shining down on Rack. He hit the ball about 405 feet. A wild launch angle his first time, and then taps one in the infield, gets himself a knock. Ball and a strike on Eric Jones Jr. He popped out into foul territory his first time. Inning-winning run on first, and Nolan dunks the slider in there for strike 2. Back to the bender. EJ able to spoil it.
Good spoil as well for Eric Jones Jr. Just kept the bat through the zone to be able to make any kind of contact. Found that pitch away as Daniels' next 1-2 offering is a laser beam up to the third deck and not snagged by the fans.
Another 1-2. Nearly gets EJ in the noggin. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daniels got that heavy sinker. Changeup and the slider. And he gets a bouncer to Peanut. There is one. Turned by Spence in time. 6-4-3 twin killing. Nolan Daniel faces the minimum and holds the lead for the Firefighters.
The sinker able to do its job for Nolan Daniel. Induces 2 groundouts and the double play to end the frame as you get one more look at the Firefighters. Turn and 2.
Heck of a job by No-No. And still 2-1 Firefighters after 5. Big shout out to Malachi Mitchell, Kyle Perry, Tyler Riggett, and Caden Green. A couple days ago, they visited the hospital, UC Health, hanging out with the kids, and Flash rocking the 2-2. We saw him running the bases with it last night. That is normally the 2-2 reserved for the therapy dog, Darla, you see in the middle of the photo, which is just a fantastic canine. That's an all-time dog right there. And all the guys were getting in on the 2-2s, hanging out with the kids. That's awesome stuff right there.
Yeah, very cool to see the Bananas and the Firefighters taking part of that. And big rig, by the way. Looked like a huge fan of Darla there.
No surprise. Andy Archer, the new man on the mound for the Nanners, second guy out of the bullpen. Great to see him out of concussion protocol after he got donged right on the head in batting practice behind the screen. Dalton Malden just lasered him over the screen. It's one of the most bizarre things you'll ever see. Andy had a great post on his Instagram about it yesterday, and good to see him. The trainer's taking care of him. He's cleared protocol, back out on the bump.
Yep, cleared it on Thursday, is now pitching for the 26th time this season. And Archer, one of 3 Savannah Bananas this season, who's averaging 3 outs in less than 4 minutes at a 3-minute and 59-second mark as Dalton Cornett hits this one down the right field line, and that will roll all the way to the wall. Reese Alexiadis will throw it in, but a 2-bagger for DC3.
It was a rude greeting, an ambush on the first pitch from Andy Archer, fresh out of concussion protocol. And nearly a foul ball caught by the fans right through the wickets in the second deck. Logan Lacey, another life.
Cornett has been one of those guys giving Andy Archer some headaches this season. He's had a lot of success with Cornett, now a double and a home run. And the Lacey, a liner into left field that finds grass and puts runners on the corners for the Firefighters here in the top of the sixth.
First knocks of the afternoon for Cornett and Lacey. Two of the best hitters in this lineup. Couple ducks on the pond now for Dakota McFadden. Healthy hack, chance for the fans. Not caught, bobbled and caught, but not caught cleanly. Vincent Chapman letting the folks know it's gotta be clear as day. No bobbles on foul outs to fans. Things could just get too muddy in the stands. You never know if it hit off a seat or what have you out there. And that is a really nice split changeup by Andy Archer to jump ahead 0-2. Oh my gosh, Dakota McFadden just shy of us in the booth. And once again, the fans come up empty. He was the man who hit it within about 2 or 3 feet of yours truly last night. And now he serves this one out to right center. Alexiadis there for the snag. Cornett tagging. Subaris will throw it into the cutoff. And a job well done by D-Mac. A double his first time. A sprint in the fourth, now a sacrifice fly. And the Firefighters up 2-1 in the game have a chance to claim a third point here in the sixth inning. We're gonna have the ladder Selly, their catcher Dalton Cornett, the man who scored the run. We'll get to ascend that puppy out in left field. And an 0-1 count on Stephen Cullen as he fouls off the changeup. It was only a matter of time for D-Mac. I'd put him probably at the top of the list for guys who have really tough luck on barrels this year, especially across the last 2 weekends. Just hitting screamers straight to gloves. And he's starting to find some grass. Stephen Cullen, good blast out to left center. Wow! What a sideways flipping catch, D.R. Meadows. Serious airtime from the doctor.
Already leaping in the air as he was nearing that banana ball. One of the best side flips we have ever seen from the doctor in center field. And a massive second out for Andy Archer as this ball is right behind home plate into the stands, and the fans not able to come away with a catch. They get to hang out with Bill Leroy. That's pretty great.
He almost got that ricochet. The net denied him the honor, though. Noah's having a nice afternoon. He was supposed to be the designated runner. We just got word from Sam Bauman, Big J journalist down on the field, said Ron Franklin Jr. just really bad cramps. So that's honestly great news. When it comes to not knowing what his injury is, a laugh from Andy Archer. He finds out he's thrown the 0-1 behind Bridges. Noah worked the RBI sprint that led to the inning-winning run in the second. And grounded out into a double trick play from Olsen and KJ. This is Bill Leroy's first inning behind the plate this afternoon. EJ's moved from catching over to first base. And a 2-2 count on Bridges after the Squibber foul. So Javon Reyes actually scored a run after grabbing this foul ball. Looks like he is in as that designated runner spot. Nice box out, Zach Frangelo. Denying Ty Jackson the opportunity to grab the foul ball. This one lofted out to shallow left. Robert Anthony Cruz eyeing it up. Backflip catch. Striking a pose for a second straight ball game here in Coors Field. The rack flip on point.
5 trick plays in the last 2 innings for the Savannah Bananas, and 2 of the more difficult trick plays you will ever see. The side flip from Meadows and the 41st rack flip for Cruz.
Here comes Matt Wolf being wheeled out by Webb and Dearman.
being a pitcher and having your guys behind you, it really reminds me of the fire department. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't, but at the end of the day, we all have our role to play here, and a good team picks each other up when they're down.
Always special getting to see Matt Wolf do what he does best, the trickiest pitcher in Banana Land. Here in his 4th World Tour. He's got 1 run to work with, trying to add another point to the Firefighters tally.
And again, another one of those Firefighters with some difficulty in maintaining leads in innings, hoping to get that to stand up as he starts the 6th inning against Danny Do-It-All, who hits this one foul into the seats, and the fans not able to make the play.
They were able to make the play his first time up. Fouled out to a fan, and wow, that was a decent pitch. Wolfie with the old dodgeball tactic, throwing the glove and then lobbing the pitch in. Hosley extends his strike zone. A ball and 2 strikes. What's Wolfie got for us here? The Pride of Joy, Oklahoma. Wow! Cartwheel, round off, cartwheel, spikes the ball.
That's gotta be a ball. He had the intent to throw it home.
Correct.
Yes.
The count is
2-2
now 2-2.
count.
And Hosley will end the battle with a liner into left. So the inning tying run aboard. Hosley's got great speed, has not been caught stealing so far this year. Jackson Olsen ahead 1-0. Coming off a heck of a ball game. 1-for-1, 2-ball-4 sprints, 4 runs driven in, 2 walk-offs.
In career game number 213 for Olsen, he wound up with his first multi-sprint game, and Danny Hosley will wind up being taken off the base paths.
That was a ball.
No, okay. I was gonna say, Hosley looked awfully confused about that one.
Yep, they're sending Hosley back to first, so no ball call. They're just saying the ball was out of play. This is mayhem. Now Gillums, you gotta have the umpires gather on this one. Matt Wolf furious that his Oklahoma buddy is out here causing a ruckus. But Gillums just got to be asking for the umpires to converge. And he's going to get his wishes. Or his wish in this scenario. So Vincent brings in Chad Little, Jake Moore, and Travis Olsen. Trying to figure out what the heck just happened. Well, they discuss. We'll get a look at Matt Wolf screaming.
Shades of Joe Nikolic right there.
Hosley is up to second, so as I suspected, it was a ball. Yeah, Wolf, you can't do that. There's a lot of leeway when it comes to balks in banana ball. He had fully stepped in a 180 after the flip behind his back. What a riot. You just never know what you're going to see. Three balls and no strikes. Wolf working quickly, finds the zone. Ball 4 will tie this inning. Olsen looks like he probably extended the strike zone there. And now a payoff, tap to the right side. Isaac Parra, freshly inserted defensively. And he'll He'll get himself a little under the leg flip trick play. The inning tying run 90 feet away. To the top of the order we go. Firefighters have the infield in. DR Meadows, 1 for 2, make it 2 for 3. Past the dive of Peanut. And we are knotted up at a run each here in the 6th. Now the Nanners have the inning winning run aboard. We'll get it on down to Tyler Gillum.
Now coming to hit the world's tallest hitter, Dakota Stilts of Bunting.
What a battle. The trickiest pitcher in banana ball against the tallest athlete in the world. And Wolf getting some extra height out of his rodeo barrel. Hot shot through the right side. Stilts getting on his horse. Throw to first. And that is unfortunate. Firefighters trying to protect a 1-point lead in a tight game. Mason Maxwell grabs the trick play on a Stilts barrel. He tips his cap to the crowd. And you see Stilts not thrilled with the outcome of a hot shot through the right side of the infield.
Rare 9-3 trick play for Mason Maxwell, but great heads-up base running from DR Meadows, making it all the way up to third base and setting up his teammate Bill Leroy, who has had so much success against the Firefighters this year.
Oh, Matt Wolf riding the barrel in and fires a fastball top of the zone from like 10 feet in front of the rubber. Bill Leroy all smiles. Now Wolfie is going to walk the barrel up the mound, a lob pitch. Bill headbutts it. It's just going to be a ball, yeah. Bill's saying I got blocked. This is pure mayhem. Wolfie wants a strike. Oh, Vincent Chapman's calling it a strike. Saying Bill leaned into the zone, so 0-2. This one driven deep out to right. Maxwell retreating and watching it clang off the wall. Bill Leroy says enough of the nonsense. Another extra base hit. And he continues to rake, tying this game up at 2.
That is his 7th double against the Firefighters this season, and it allows the Bananas to tie this ball game against the Firefighters through 6 frames.
KP in the middle of the Selly, Ty, KJ, and Flash. Everybody getting their moment to shine here in front of 50,000. We've got 3 innings left on the docket. We're tied at 2 points each. The Firefighters having a full team meeting, trying to grab their first win of the year against the Bananas.
We have had one of the strongest crowd responses ever here in Denver, and so we decided to see who in fact are the strongest fans here, and this is called Mr. Banana Olympia. These guys are all going to pose down for you, and you are going to choose who the winner is. Let's meet our contestants first. What's your name, buddy?
Elam.
Elam, how old are you?
18 years old.
18, all right, Elam, young man, prime of his life. Show us the moves, all right. Little tricep, little side chest. That's Elam. Pretty good, not too bad to start. All right, next up, what is your name, my man? Reed. Reed, how old are you, Reed? 44 today. 44 today, happy birthday, Reed. Show these people what you do. Oh yeah, Reed. Yeah, wow. Looking great at 44, happy birthday. And, hello, sir. What is your name?
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. How old are you, Kevin?
62.
62. Oh, wow. All right, Kevin. Look at him working the crowd. Oh, my God. All right, fans. is our winner, Elam? Is it Reed, or is it 62-year-old Kevin? Give it up for Mr. Banana Olympia!
Now batting number 9.
Kick off the 7th inning. Andy Archer back out on the mound. Joe Lytle, the extra hitter, leading things off with the mullet shake. Reached on a trick play back in the 2nd, popped out in the 4th. Archer gave up a run in the 6th, but backed by the offense. They doubled up the Firefighters to tie this game, and now Andy spikes that one off of Lytle's foot. So he'll get a free 90 to start things off here in our 7th frame. Man aboard for Mason Maxwell. Nice scoop by EJ on the back pick from Leroy. Broken back, right side, sliding stop. Nice play, Jackson Olsen. Takes the hit away from Maxwell as Lytle advances up to 2nd.
Yeah, still productive out for Mason Maxwell, hitting that in the right spot nonetheless, as it allowed Lytle to move up pretty easily into scoring position. And now Caden Green, the man at bat.
Two balls and no strikes on the Firefighter shortstop. He lifts this one out to Alexiadis. Eyeing it up. And Reese gonna show off the cannon, tagging and heading to 3rd. Lytle will be there. Kick save and a butte from Danny Hosley. Let's get it down to Gilly.
Now coming to pitch from the U.S. Women's National Baseball Team, Kelsey Whitmore.
Cool moment for the over 50,000 fans on hand here in Denver. They get to see Kelsey Whitmore pitch for only the 2nd time in her banana ball career.
Yeah, through 21 1/3 innings pitched with the Oakland Ballers last season in the Pioneer League, collecting 14 strikeouts, and she made 5 starts for that team. Now she comes in a big relief spot with a man on 3rd, and it looks like she's going to do battle against Isaac Parra, so the Bananas will need to watch out for that slap hit from Parra, who instead hits a liner into left field, and that ball gonna roll all the way to the wall and score. Joe Lytle, big knock off the bench for Parra.
Well, that's an ambush. Kelsey's first pitch of the ball game. Now to the top of the order we go. Liam Spence doesn't bite on the slider. Kelsey's got a 5-pitch mix. 4-seam sinker, changeup, curveball, slider. Behind 2-0. And what a fun battle this is, because Kelsey has been a member of the United States Women's National Baseball Team since 2014. Liam Spence, member of the Australian National Baseball Team. Spence played for Australia in the last World Baseball Classic. Slices this the other way. Alexiadis has a cannon, shows it off once again. The throw's offline, but just the threat of it enough to stop Parra from trying to go home. It is going to end up being an error on Super Reese, though. As Leroy, well, that's an interesting one. I say an error on Alexiadis, but Bill Leroy tried to barehand a one-hopper. I don't think that should go against Reese.
I would say that's more so on Bill.
Correct. So a rare error on the Bananas backstop, and Belton Cornett yanks the first pitch he gets from Whitmore foul. Ball and a strike. Parra leads off 3rd. Spence off second, 1 run already in. Whitmore trying to escape the jam. Excellent bender to jump ahead. Cornett, a chance for the fans. Into the second deck, not caught. Dalton doubled his last time after a couple groundouts to first in each of his first 2 trips to the dish. Richie Horton and his endless energy trying to inspire Kelsey Whitmore to escape a sticky situation. Another long and foul ball. Once again, it's going to be the second deck, pretty similar spot. Once again, not caught by the fans. Whitmore still in control. Another 1-2, another foul ball. Look out, M-Doggy. Line drive right to the camera well. Our first base camera operator, the Iron Horse of BTV, jackknives out of the way. Foul smile. Oh, Whitmore nearly dodged the outside corner. Vincent Chapman says it just missed.
Love the pitch placement there against Cornett after working him inside the pitch previous. Now Whitmore trying to jam him yet again, and Cornett spoiling it and getting that one into the Bananas dugout.
This is a heck of a battle right here. Bender, what a take by Dalton Cornett, runs the count full. 2-on-2 down payoff pitch. It's going to be ball 4. Parra and Spence are both going to come on in. Dalton Cornett thinking about trying to get 2 bases on the sprint. And then thinking better of it. Now a 3-run inning for the Firefighters. Laser beam on a hop to the left field wall. Logan Lacey with the 2-bagger. Cornett gets the stop sign for Drew Yanesta at third. And we're back in the same situation. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Now the ever-dangerous Dakota McFadden having himself an excellent afternoon. Fouls the first pitch back. A booming double his first time, then a sprint. And a sac fly. 1 for 1 is D-Mac. Do not believe the graphic. They will lie to you sometimes.
These spots with runners in scoring position have been a real difficulty for Dakota McFadden this year. Batting just a $158 with folks on second or third.
Slaps this one down the right field line. It's gonna knife foul. Just missing the outstretched arms of some fans. Two-two to McFadden. Slow tapper right side. Hosley over to first. And that will put an end to it, but the Firefighters push 3 runs across, all of them coming in with 2 outs. They've got a great chance to jump back in front. As we hit to the bottom of the 7th for now, let's get it down to Sam Bauman with Chris Lane.
Autographs, I had to pull him away. Chris, we love the performance coming out. Chris Lane! Bill loves you too. We know you can sing, we know you can move, but you play ball, you're a college ball player. Did you have the itch to maybe get in that bat?
Oh yeah, 100%. I played center field there at UNC Charlotte. I think my dream as a kid was always playing the major leagues. But it's crazy how things worked out with the music, and excited to be here today, man. This is incredible.
Yeah, the music thing, I think it worked out for you. I think you did pretty well with that. Imagine though if Banana Ball was around when you were coming through college. Were you going to combine the 2 worlds?
Yeah, I would have loved to have done this. I've been telling the guys all day long, like, y'all don't know how jealous I am that you get to come out here and do this.
Well, Chris, we are so happy you could be here in Banana Ball. I know you got a flight to catch. He stayed late, guys. He's got a flight to catch. He's lucky he got delayed. You get out of here. Thanks for being here, Chris. We'll get him on the field next time. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thank you, SB. I would love to see Chris Lane take some hacks. I'm sure Tyler Riggett would love to throw to him. Big Rig, the new man on the mound. For the Firefighters, he has a 3-run cushion. and trying to put his boys back in front.
Well, Riggett's found a lot of success this season for the Firefighters. You see the 2.16 earner on average, second lowest mark on this Firefighters team, and he's actually slated to try and throw multiple innings today for the Firefighters, something he hasn't done this season due to a little bit of a nagging ankle injury. But Riggett already in the zone, getting a first pitch strike against Reese Alexiadis.
Alexiadis, the Nanners leader in home runs, the Nanners leader in 3-run homers. Can't do it with nobody on base. He's in a spot just trying to get aboard. Ryan Cox on deck, Ty Jackson in the hole. The Bananas have been the comeback kids this weekend in Coors. The Firefighters led each of the first 4 innings last night. The Bananas came back and won all 4, en route to their 5-3 victory. That one just misses the outside corner. Nice backdoor bender. Vincent Chapman said just a hair off. The count is full on Alexiadis, 0 for 1. Walk-off ball for sprint back in the first. And now a bouncer. Logan Lacey tried to go behind the bat. Ends up taking it off the bat. And it'll be a trick play missed. And exactly what the Nanners needed. That's 1 man on. Get another guy aboard. The tying run will be up to the plate.
And the Bananas send the right guy up to the plate. Ryan Cox, very contact-oriented for this team. Has 6 strikeouts in 171 plate appearances this year, and sharply singles into center field to keep the line moving.
And that's just how quick banana ball can spiral on you. A trick play missed. Coxey a single on the first pitch he sees. And now Ty Jackson. Still looking for his first career banana ball home run. This is a cavernous park, 347 down the left field line. It's a 13-foot wall out there, 350 down the right field line. But of course, we're nearly a mile above sea level, so the ball flies. If there was ever a spot for Ty to launch one, it would make sense to be here in Coors. It would make sense to be in a 2-0 count. He unleashes a slow ground ball. Couple ground outs on the afternoon so far for Ty. Maceo Harrison getting after it, coach at third base. And Ty fouls that up himself. Back to his feet with some acrobatics of his own. On a foul ball in banana ball, you can step out and take as much time as you need. We'll get another look. The funky foul ball. And now, second full count of the inning. Ty representing the inning tying run here in the 7th. 2 men aboard and no outs. Riggett's gonna wheel and fire to second. Alexiadis wise to it. Hot shot, snagged. Lacey to second, 1. Parr to first, in time to get the speedy Ty Jackson. Firefighters go around the horn. That is a huge double play.
Following the pickup try at second base, it was Tyler Riggett taking the deep breath before delivering the payoff pitch. And how about the pick from Logan Lacey at the hot corner to start another double play for the Firefighters. They're second in today's contest.
And that moves the inning tying run from the batter's box to the on-deck circle. Robert Anthony Cruz's lone job is reaching base. He's got a ball and a strike. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Sends this one to the second deck, not caught. Big Rig primarily a 3-pitch guy. Fastball high 80s, touch 90, 91. Got a slider cutter hybrid and the big looping curveball. We've seen this plate appearance. He breaks it back out and induces a foul out to a fan. What a snag by the youngster to earn point number 3 on the ball game for the Firefighters.
It's the double play and then the defense from the fans helping the Firefighters retake the lead in today's ball game. As it's now time to go down to the field to the young professor.
He is really shaken up because he saw something outside of that airport that really scared him. But I've been trying to tell him, you have nothing to be scared of. You just have to make it all the way home. You don't have to be afraid of that giant 32-foot horse that weighs 9,000 pounds. I think officially it's called the Blue Mustang, but around here it has a much scarier name. It goes by the name Lucifer. Now, I don't think you have anything to be afraid of. But we're gonna give you a head start because Lucifer is gonna be hot on your trail. Jeremy, you better make it home. On your mark, get set, go! Oh, and there goes Lucifer. He's up. He's coming in hot. He's gonna make it. Oh, Lucifer left him in the dust. Another tragedy at the hands of the famous Lucifer.
You'd make a really good Lucifer, Pico. You got the blue polo to show it too, you know?
I want to race Lucifer. Oh! Who could have seen it coming?
What?
Who could
I thought
have
it was
seen
real.
Boy, that was a Scooby-Doo moment right there. Son of a gun. You
thought those meddling kids down by the Bananas dugout.
KP, the new guy on the mound, you thought that was the actual statue from the Denver airport? We had turned it to life and it raced that fan?
Why, yes, of course, Pico.
Kyle Perry will be the new man on the mound. Schnazzy Sox here in the Mile High City for the kid out of Omaha, Nebraska.
22nd game of the year for Kyle Perry, a 1-1 record on tour, and a man averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Perry had some difficulty against the Firefighters the first time he ever faced them, but has settled down really nicely ever since, but misses with his first delivery to Stephen Cullen.
Cullen smashes this. What a leaping grab. Robert Anthony Cruz, heck of an adjustment on a smoked shot by Cullen.
Just had to figure out which way he was trying to turn to make that catch. Adventurous route for Cruz, and you see nearly full extension before he's able to haul that one in. And I bet those youngsters are a big fan of that highlight play.
The rack flip-o-meter, heck of a sign. It was 10 out of 10 to end the 6th inning against Noah Bridges. The last time Noah was up to the dish into a rack flip, and then Noah pulling off an old-fashioned Matt Wolf attempt. Shout out the 2023 World Tour and a healthy swing and a miss. Count is full. KP working quickly, and Bridges fouls the payoff back. Perry, a very similar pitcher to Tyler Riggett, 3-pitch guy, except he's got a changeup to supplement his fastball and breaking ball. Just misses the inside corner. Good looking fastball. KP furious with the call. And Bridges, who has great speed, showing great respect to the Nanners sprint defense. And they get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order.
Well, it appears that Bridges learned his lesson after what happened in the second. The Bananas able to gun him down at second base. Opts to be a little more conservative here in the late stages of the ballgame as the Firefighters are trying to give themselves some insurance and breathing room before the bottom of the 8th inning commences.
Joletto 0 for 2, plunked his last time. Chases the slider. 1-2 for KP. Doesn't look like he's having very much trouble getting break on the big bender. Sometimes it looks more like the curve. Sometimes the slider, that is all gas. And dotting the outside corner would have been a bit of a makeup call for ball 4 on Noah Bridges. Great frame by Bill Leroy. Another look. Yeah, that That looked like it was a pinch off. Joe Lytle not thrilled with the call.
It's still a second straight contest where we've seen Bill Leroy do a really good job of framing a pitch on the outside corner.
That's right.
Against a left-handed batter, is able to do that here against Mason Maxwell, but the next pitch from Perry Wild, and will move Noah Bridges up to second base.
Maxwell trying to get off the schneid. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Strikeout and a couple ground outs, both to the right side. One to second, one to first. And now Deuce is Wild, with the speedy Noah Bridges leading off second base. Mason Maxwell trusting his fate to the fans. And he'll live to see another pitch. Bridges off for third. Maxwell with the take. Throw from Leroy from his knees. One knee down, rather. And not in time, so Bridges evens up with South Trimble for the Firefighters team lead, 7 steals apiece. And Perry gets the big K. Fastball. Blows it past bad backs. And KP back-to-back punch-outs. Stranding Bridges on third.
A little bit of a wild inning for Kyle Perry, but he ends it with back-to-back strikeouts, one looking, and then catches Maxwell swinging to end a 3-minute and 58-second inning.
Let's get it on down to Princess Potassium.
Here in Banana Land. You're going to put your arms around your neighbor, and we're going to sing A Little Yellow.
Up there.
Good point. The only chance he gets back in is if he re-enters for Bill Leroy.
I'm just worried he might get bobbed.
That's the problem. The sign was really deep in that lower level. I mean, you just can't. It would literally take him like 3 hours to get to them.
It's like Beatlemania.
It's Bieber fever. I mean,
oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
But I mean,
for our younger audience,
they both play. Ball and 2 strikes. Eric Jones Jr. Bottom 3 in the lineup here for the Nanners. Great to see Ron Franklin jamming out. Battling some cramps today, was supposed to be the starting center fielder. Did spend an inning in center and then had to be taken out of the ball game. Bo the Beaver getting after it. Shania Twainable. Oh, Vincent, what a snag on the ricochet. Vincent Chapman web gem. Incredible reaction time.
And the crowd showing him some love as well. Big round of applause for Vince. Awesome reaction time. One-handed. And freaking put that guy in a banana ball uniform.
Umpires are athletes too. And he dances away as the 3-2 comes in from Rigg. Ball 4 sprint by EJ. He is busting that out of the box and then will tap the brakes. Wise move. Terrific sprint defense by the Firefighters. The outfielders were crashing on second, like EJ. It was going to be a toasted turkey. Malachi Mitchell taking over for a 4-year Banana over at first. Now a 5-year Banana. Leading off of 1B, Danny Hosley. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. A foul out to a fan. And then a line drive single scorched into left. Flash was picked off of first his last time pinch running by fellow southpaw Neil Lang. And first base umpire Chad Little said Hosley went around on the bender there from Riggett. And now Tyler will check on Mitchell. Oh, loud contact from Danny Do-It-All. Zinger into center. And he continues to heat up. He only gets to swing the bat once every weekend. He is really nestled into being the closer game 1. It's quite a balancing act for Tyler Gillum, Adam Byron, Eric Fox and company. How much talent they have on that team. Trying to get Correll Prime, Danny Hosley at least a game of action offensively every weekend.
But it feels like he's turning an offensive corner. He's got hits in each of his last 5 starts, and now a multi-hit game today. Possibly have 3 hits, if not for that foul out to the fan.
2 balls and no strikes on Jackson Olsen. Another guy heating up. Makes the bottom of this lineup so tough to navigate. Ball 4, and the Nanners tie this game. Riggett will throw it to Caden Green, who's not covering second. Flash was barely off the bag. Pitcher's pitch on a 3-0. Top of the outside corner. Riggett lands the heater. Still Olsen's count though. He goes to the other side of the plate. From 3-0 to 3-2. Gotta get it in the zone for a 3rd straight offering. He does. Falls off the mound, and that one had some serious English on it. Holy mackerel, that took a left turn.
Well, Olsen at least had a good idea of how that ball was going to roll off the bat. Barely moved towards that first base bag, and instead he will get another payoff pitch from Tyler Riggett as this one is skied into center field. Bridges camps up underneath it, and Flash will tag and advance to third base safely.
I love the deke there from Noah Bridges. And I love the baseball and banana ball IQ from Flash, not fooled by it. Productive at bat from Jackson Olsen. Moves the inning-winning run 90 feet closer and forces the Firefighters to bring the infield in against DR Meadows, although Green and Parra up the middle are going to stay halfway at double play depth. Tough to double up DR Meadows though. He yanks the bender foul, ends up ricocheting off our tripod for our third base cameraman. What an atmosphere here in Coors Field. Dynamite crowds. Back-to-back days here in Denver. Hosley off for second, and a grounder to third. Lacey coming home with it. Flash is gunned down. Inning-saving play by the electrician.
And big emphasis on inning saving there. Logan Lacey saw Malachi Mitchell shoot off of that third base bag like a rocket, immediately fired home. And perfect throw to Dalton Cornett to apply the tag and keep the inning scoreless for the Nanners as Dan Oberst is ahead 1-0.
Ober's 0 for 2 after going 4 for 5 with a dinger last night. Told Josh and I before today's game he was dying. I spot no lie.
Dialed to the max, I would say.
Wonder if it had anything to do with him on the bus here, just listening to Your Body Is My Wonderland, and said that song reminds him of you, Josh.
That was, I had no idea Dan was such a big John Mayer guy. I like that song too. He's the only person ever tell me that.
I'm sure there will be plenty more.
I thought it would come from laughs. But Dan Overs, hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'll freaking take it.
Come on, that's a 10 out of 10 human to get it from Tyler Riggett. What a job! Strands the inning-winning run in scoring position. Screams of primal fury coming off the mound. Maintains the 1-point lead going into our final inning.
Beautiful breaking ball out of the hand of Tyler Riggett. And despite a 7-minute and 3-second inning, the lefty able to hold on as you get a look at the rules here in the final inning of play. The key thing to look out for, all the runs scored in the 9th inning count as points. And of course, if we find ourselves with a tie after the 9 traditional inning, we will see a game that goes into showdown tiebreakers.
The Firefighters go into the 9th up 3-2. They are 0-11 against the Bananas this year. The Nanners have won 14 straight games. Across that winning streak, they have defeated the Party Animals, Tailgaters, Firefighters, and Banana Ball's developmental team, the Visitors. It is Austin Krasminski's task to keep the deficit at just 1 point, as it's going to be 3, 4, and 5 swinging it for the Nanners in the bottom of the 9th, and for the Firefighters, it is 9-10-1 against Krem.
This is outing number 31 for Austin Krasminski this season, has 5 wins and 4 losses on tour. And of all the opponents that Krem has faced this season, the Firefighters have been the team who have hit him the hardest. They have a .368 batting average against the right-hander, and hopefully looking for more damage, as it will be 9-10 and 1 due up. And a key thing to look out for, Logan Lacey 3 for 3 against Krem this year. Stephen Cullen 2 for 3. So those are 2 prime golden batter candidates for this team in the top of the 9th.
Caden Green, South Trimble, and then at the top of the order, Liam Spence due to swing it. He's not hitting for himself, so South due on deck. The most likely golden batter candidate, as far as Lacey or Cullen possibly subbing in for him. Ball and a strike on Peanut. Make it 2-1. Brzezinski, one of the harder throwers in Banana Ball. Former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer. Sits low 90s. You get up to 93 to 95 when he reaches back for something extra. Got a great circle change and a slider to boot. Sticks with the gas, and Ryan Cox between the legs transfer, and that is a new trick play record for the sport of Banana Ball. How apropos that it's the glove magician.
Nobody better to collect another record-breaking trick play in Banana Ball. The glove magician, a simple between-the-legs transfer, but a big kudos to the Bananas, Party Animals, Texas Tailgaters, and Firefighters for making this accomplishment happen.
The golden batter rule.
The Firefighters
hitting in the
golden
place
batter
of Isaac Para is the Firefighters golden batter. Please welcome Stephen Cullen.
Well, no surprise. We said it had to be Lacey or Cullen. And it's the kid out of Cornelia, Georgia. 1 for 4 on the afternoon into the fans. And the folks in the second deck cannot snag it. But it was a booming double. Cullens also smoked a line drive. Snagged by Robert Anthony Cruz in left. Barrels this one up, but straight to the doctor. DR for out number 2.
Well, that was still the right move there by Val Perez and the Firefighters, calling a guy who is always hunting fastballs. Krem lives and dies by that pitch. We also saw the booming double from Cullen off of Krem in Nationals Park, but winds up lining out to center, and the fans in the second deck down the first base line cannot catch that one for Krem.
Tough day for Cullen, 1 for 5, but 3 for 5 when it comes to quality at-bats. My JV baseball coach Joe DeFito would say that matters most. And 0-2 now on Liam Spence back at the top of the order. Doesn't bite on a nice slider from Krasminski. Spence 1 for 4, singled his last time. That was in the 7th. Peter just misses up and out. Tapper to the left side. Danny Hosley, glove flip behind the back. Austin Krasminski sets the Firefighters down in order. Holds the door. And the Nanners need just 1 in the bottom of the 9th to knock this game up.
Krem does his job, 2 minutes and 32 seconds for the right-hander. And now time to see if the Never Say Die Bananas are able to get some 9th inning magic yet again this season.
Ben Dum has been one of the best pitchers in Banana Land, but the Nanners have gotten to him. Each of the last 2 ball games, he's been out. In the 9th inning at Camden Yards, it was Robert Anthony Cruz with the walk-off home run against Dum. In the 8th inning last night, it was Dan Oberst with the walk-off home run.
Yeah, now 2 of the 3 earned runs for Ben Dum this season have come on solo homers. So the big note on Dum today, or the big focus, I should say, is just keeping the ball in the yard here in Coors Field. A lot of his Firefighters teammates have done an excellent job at that today. And for Ben Dum, 1 save in 1 opportunity this season, and trying to stay perfect and end this Banana Ball record 14-game win streak for the Nanners.
Ben Dum III, the pride of Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania, trying to end this remarkable winning streak for the Nanners. They have won 14 straight games, the Banana Ball record. The previous record was the Party Animals' 12 straight wins. 9 in a row to finish up 2023, 3 straight to finish up 2024. This Nanners squad trying to keep the magic going. They have 3, 4, and 5. Bill Leroy, Reese Alexiadis, Brian Cox. As you can see, Dan Oberst continuing to swing it. Looks like he may expect to be the golden batter. Of course, he stays loose as well because he'll be getting the call in one of the first 2 rounds in showdowns if the Nanners can force them. Bill Leroy, a booming walk-off double to win the 6th inning. That is his lone trip to the dish this afternoon. He came in for Kyle Jackson in the 3-hole in the 6th inning. He was right on time, and he's ahead 2-0 against the Firefighters' submarining closer. Big swing and a miss. We'll try to send that to the Rocky Mountains. It has been a remarkable 8th year as a Savannah Banana for Leroy. His 4th as a professional Banana Ball player, the best he's had yet. Now a 2-2 out in front of it. A chance for the fans to get the first out here in the last of the 9th. It is bobbled and caught, but it has to be a clean catch. All 3 umpires down the left field line in unison that it was not snagged cleanly. Another 2-2. And another pitch spoiled. Another chance for the fans. No dice.
Dum continues to pepper Leroy with off-speed pitches after sticking with the fastball each of his first 3 offerings. Be interesting to see if he now tries to elevate heat yet again and he does, but pulls it outside.
The count is full on the Nanners catcher. He shoots this one with some chutzpah deep to right. Billy Barrel strikes yet again. He's going to slide into second with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the ninth. And Kyle Jackson re-enters into his spot in the order. Great speed in scoring position in place of Leroy.
And a very smart managerial decision from Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron. Bill Leroy now has 8 doubles this season against the Firefighters. Far and away the best Bananas batter against this squad.
Game tying run in scoring position. Reese Alexiadis behind 0-2. Super Reese walked off the first inning with a sprint. Since then a foul out. And reached on a trick play miss that would have been a pop out to third. Tapper to the right side. Parra throwing on the run. Just enough on it to get the speedy Alexiadis, but he claps his hands. He did the job. Kyle Jackson on third base with 1 out. And the best contact man in the sport, Ryan Cox, with a chance to tie this game.
Exactly who the Bananas want up in this situation. Dalton Cornett trying to captain this Firefighters defense, calling not only the infield in, but the outfielders to shade in a bit for Ryan Cox as well. As the Nanners shortstop is 0 for 2 this season against Ben Dunn III.
It's a slider in there for strike 1. Coxie 1 for 2 on the afternoon. A ball and a strike. Gotta look out for the fastball. High 80s to low 90s. The slider he saw in the first pitch. The changeup is Ben Dunn's best pitch. And it is nasty against lefties in particular. Tapper foul. Heck of a job by Dunn. Ahead of Ryan Cox. A strikeout would be massive. Cox has only struck out 6 times this year, compared to 19 ball 4 sprints earned. Big take, fastball misses wide. AJ still leading off third, 2-2 coming from Ben Dunn III to Ryan Cox. He's able to fight it off, but a chance for the fans. They do not catch it. Another life for the glove magician. What an excellent pitch by Dunn. Fastball too close to take. It's got so much movement biting away from lefties. Another 2-2. Look out! Cox jackknifes out of the way. KJ's caught in a rundown. Oh no, a bobble! Kyle Jackson ties the game! A disastrophe. Logan Lacey lost the handle. And elusive base running. We're knotted at 3.
Kyle Jackson was sure that the ball had gotten away from Dalton Cornett, was off on the pitch, and when it looked like he had committed a massive base running blunder for the Bananas, it's a bobble from Logan Lacey at the worst possible time that leads to the Bananas throwing this game even.
Oh, Vincent Chapman, almost a second web gem today. But he pulled a Logan Lacey. That hurts. Too soon, Yvonne, too soon. Cox continuing to battle into the second deck. That's a clean catch. Barehanded snag. A beautiful one at that for the second out here in the bottom of the ninth.
The Savannah Bananas are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting into place of Ty Jackson is the Bananas' golden batter, Dan Oberst.
So Danny O, 0 for 3 on the afternoon, but 4 for 5 with a home run last night. One that he launched off of Ben Dunn III to give the Nanners insurance and walk off the 8th inning. Man was ahead in that count, knew he was going to get a fastball. Hit it out to left center. This time, he flies out to right. And we are going to showdowns here in Coors Field.
Welcome to the showdown!
One of the greatest catches in showdown history! Are you kidding me? In time! Unreal! Left the arm! To throw the ball! He's down! Are you kidding me? It's good, fan! It's over!
Showdown, you wouldn't believe it! Well, the most exciting time in Banana Ball. Round one, it's going to be pitcher and an infielder against a batter. The goal is an inside the park home run. If someone leaves the yard, their team wins instantly. If we get to round two, the fielder is removed. If we get to round three, the fielder is back and the bases are loaded.
This is the 8th time the Savannah Bananas, or the 9th time I should say, the Savannah Bananas have gone to showdowns this season. It will be just the 3rd game for the Firefighters in showdowns in 2025. And the records for these two squads, Bananas 4-4 in showdown tiebreakers, but the Firefighters winless in their 2 games with showdowns. But they're gonna trust the bat in the hands of Joe Lytle to start round one, as Krem will have Reese Alexiadis as the defender behind him. And get started with the pitch called low by Vincent Chapman.
Lytle has been heating up. And wow, fair down the third baseline. How'd he keep it fair? That is big time trouble. Lytle around second. Alexiadis getting to the ball as Lytle rounds third. He fires it over Krisminski and wide of Leroy. Joe Lytle coming up in the clutch. Firefighters back in front 4-3.
That is a perfect piece of showdown hitting. Pretty much exactly what you're looking for. A liner hit just hard enough, and you want to hit it down those corners, especially with the defender in the center of the diamond. Lytle with enough speed to come around and score a huge first point for the Firefighters in round one.
Bill Leroy was pointing, thinking it was a foul ball. The Bananas will not challenge. And they turn to Robert Anthony Cruz. In a huge spot. An inside the park home run ties the game. If Rack can launch one over the fence, the Bananas will pull victory out of the claws of defeat. He's ahead 1-0. Popped up. The fans could win this for the Firefighters. They do not. Of course, last Saturday night in Camden Yards in Baltimore, Robert Anthony Cruz, game-winning walk-off homer off Ben Dump. This is a slow tapper right side. This is going to win it for the Firefighters. Rack getting a second. Dumb is going to take the ball all the way home himself, taking no chances. And Ben Dumb the third will tag out Robert Anthony Cruz. The Firefighters stop the Nanners' winning streak at 14 games. And they take game 2 here in Coors Field in showdowns.
In an all-out roller coaster of a ball game, it's the Firefighters finally emerging victorious against the Savannah Bananas, putting an end to the 14-game winning streak, the longest we had ever seen in Banana Ball, and handing the Bananas their 100th loss in franchise history at the same time.
I'd be shocked if the Fireball victory dance has ever felt better for the Firefighters. What a well-deserved, hard-fought victory for the boys in black and yellow. Gutsy victory to split the series here in Denver. Let's get it down to SB with D-Mac.
Vico, Josh, our showman of the game, Dakota D-Mac McFadden. D-Mac, you got it done with the bat tonight. What was working well for you and the rest of the Firefighters?
Well, it wasn't just me. I just want to point that out. I mean, talk about Liam setting the table, Dalton having great ABs, Logan doing his thing, Steven behind me coming up with big RBIs. I mean, you talk about 1 through 10, everybody's having quality at bats. They got some good arms over there. They're a really good team. They don't make mistakes. So we just happened to put everything together, put the pitching together, the defense, hitting at the time that it needed to be done. And I was just hoping to do the job for the boys today. And by the grace of God, we were able to do it.
D-Mac, this meant a lot. You could see it. You could see the energy going out of the ninth. You guys huddle up before you take the field. What's being said in there? What's kind of the atmosphere as you're going out into the ninth inning?
Well, just control the controllables. I mean, you know, once the ball leaves your hand, once the ball leaves the bat, there's nothing else. You know, it's all in God's hands from there. And just to stay within ourselves and control the controllables. And then, I mean, as you can see, we were able to do it late in the game, and these games have been great. I mean, like I said, they've been playing great. We've been playing well, and we just happen to have some things go our way in the right time, and we just control what we can control, and then the rest was written from there.
D-Mac, what does this mean for the Firefighters going forward, getting this much-needed win, this important win for the team?
I hope it's a confidence boost that we just control the controllables, like I said earlier, and we just keep on, you know, putting the at-bats together, putting the pitching together, playing good defense, because like I said, they're a really good team, and they don't make mistakes. And as long as we don't make mistakes, control what we can control, we're going to be all right the rest of the way.
D-Mac, congrats on the showman of the day. Congrats on the big win for the Firefighters. Go celebrate with your team. Vico, Josh, a big one for the Firefighters.
Thanks, SB. Love you too, Dakota. Impressive performance by the longest tenured man on that Firefighters squad. Their designated hitter here in his 5th World Tour, D-Mac, the showman of the game, coming up clutch when it mattered most.
Yeah, and it's got to feel awfully good for him to finally get that win against his former team. We know he's been a leader in that locker room since joining them in 2024. And McFadden, it was an all-around sensational game, although quiet by a lot of banana ball standards.
Let's take a look at the highlights behind the pride of Rocky Point, North Carolina's showman of the game performance. It started with that booming double. That was all the way back in the 2nd inning. It led to the first point that the Firefighters scored. Isaac Parra came in as the pinch runner for D-Mac and scored in his stead. And then the sacrifice fly, that was in the 6th inning. And unfortunately for the Firefighters, ended up being doubled up on. But the point remains, D-Mac in the middle of some big-time offense for the Firefighters as they finally break this Bananas winning streak, and we welcome you back inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. We will be back in action this coming Friday night from Rate Field in Chicago. As always, like every single game, it will be broadcast here on the Bananas YouTube channel for free. It will also be simulcast on ESPN2 in case you'd like to check out how it looks on national television as well. And then every game after that is going to still be on YouTube, but on TNT, True TV rather, part of the TNT Sports world. So that is really exciting as well. So can't wait to see you guys in Rate Field. And the plot really thickens now coming into this next weekend with the Firefighters getting that elusive first win of the year against the Nanners.
I mean, look at it this way. Across the last 3 games we've seen these teams battle it out in, the Firefighters have come very close against the Bananas and finally got that win in today's competition. It was obviously very heartbreaking watching that lead slip away from them on night 2 in Baltimore. Of course, they had leads in the first 4 innings of play last night and then surrendered 4 points to the Bananas in all of those innings. But the Firefighters, despite having a back-and-forth contest, and again, some heartbreaking moments, specifically Logan Lacey bobbling the ball at third base that led to Kyle Jackson scoring the game-tying point in the 9th, they were still able to bear down and collect the victory behind a big knock from Joe Idle and Ben Dunn III, their best pitcher this year and a possible pitcher of the year candidate who got the showdown shutdown. And finally, ended this 14-game winning streak for the Nanners.
Yeah, of course, it's an unearned run against Ben Dum in the 9th inning with KJ coming in on that Lacey error, and then he bears down and induces soft contact against Robert Anthony Cruz in the biggest moment of the ball game. This Firefighters team is so much better than their record shows. They showed it today. They really put a terrific performance up last night as well. It was just an unreal, historic slugging performance by the Nanners as well, so can't wait to see how these two teams duel it out as we head to Wright Field this coming weekend.
And what a big weekend it was for Banana Ball at large when you consider the Texas Tailgaters just completed the sweep of the Party Animals in Baton Rouge, and then the Firefighters, another newer squad to Banana Ball, able to split this series in Coors Field. Awfully impressive for those two teams, so a big congratulations to the Firefighters and the Tailgaters as well.
Yeah, you love to see it. It will be fascinating to see what happens with the Tailgaters and Firefighters, or the Tailgaters and Party Animals rather, next weekend as their tour heads to Arkansas. Can't wait for it. That will be on the Party Animals YouTube channel. So the plot thickens on the tour as a whole, and we can't thank you all enough for being along for this ride along with us. Before we shut this down, do have to shout out the wonderful cast and crew, because this is the last chance that I'm going to get to do this with our final YouTube-only broadcast of the year, and really, it is a remarkable group of folks that we have here. Yvonne Trezak, our executive producer, the straw that stirs the drink in this BTV world, tremendous as per usual. Down on the first base cam, got to shout out Emerson Elmgren, nearly got her head taken off this afternoon. Impressive evasive maneuvers from the Iron Horse of BTV. On the high home, sharing the booth with us, Sophia Peach. That's what I'm talking about. A legend of the game in BTV. On third base, Kevin Perry, a local guy here from Colorado. Another KP. How about that? He actually goes by KP. Good for him. On the foul pole cam, Lex Fowler. You want to talk about a legend. Lexton Fowler is the definition. On high third, Justin Gordon. Same goes for him. On the OTT camera, Zach Gutherman, a resident magician here in the Bananas television world. On low home, Steve Roy, another Colorado local. Same goes for Johnny Ringo out on the center field cam. Appreciate all the Rocky staff helping us out this weekend. On tight center field, Chetney. Nope, just kidding. Cheatney, looks like Chetney, sounds like Cheatney. Thank you very much. And he just wants to go by Cheatney. That is clear instructions there. Thank you, Cheatney. Our stage manager, Jay Thomas. Fantastic work, Jay. Thank you very much. And our on-site engineers, Sean McCluskey. I mean, come on, the best in the biz. We would be lost without Sean. I think I gave him a heart attack when I started the broadcast on the guest microphone. I'm so sorry, Sean. I don't know what I can do to make it up for you, but that was a rookie mistake by a veteran broadcaster. And also Adrian Lopez, thank you so much for helping us out and bridging the gap between BTV and all of our wonderful people here in the Rockies world. Back in Savannah, that's where this whole show was cut. That crew directed by Chad Reese, the legend, the man, the myth, the greatest hair this side of the Mississippi. Even, I'm talking about the one we're here right now and on his side of the Mississippi as well. Our technical director, Arch Pingle. Some would say Pongle. I like to say Pingle. Pressing all the right buttons at all the right times. It's kind of a potato thing. On the graphics, Julia Massey, another legend of the game, as is Mikey O'Connor on the scorebug. And on the instant replay, Aurora Huddle. Thank you so much. Fantastic crew. And Kwanzi cooking up all of our packages. I knew that's why those things were so absolutely dynamite tonight. Kwanz, you're the best. On the audio, Ryan Medeiros. Ryan, excellent work on the ones and the twos, and our engineer, Griffin Ellis, the brains behind the operation. Our chat moderators, Colbite_ and Scott Thompson. Thanks to Sam Bauman down on the field. Thank you to Brett Helton for joining us in the booth, and Corel Prime for getting mic'd up down there. And also cool to get some guests joining us as well down there. Who is that cat who joined Sam Bauman?
Oh, gosh.
I'm not a country guy. Chris Lane, Yvonne Trezak for the win. That is why he's the EP, baby. For Josh Talevsky, because Scala saying so long for now. We will see you Friday night on the Nanners YouTube channel and ESPN2. That will be 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern for first pitch. Until then, we will see you later!